Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting a video that I've honestly been excited for such a long time. Like the whole of November up until now in December, I've been so excited to just pick up these books and do this vlog because I have never read like a festive book. I read a lot of like thematic books for autumn and October and Halloween because that's my favourite holiday, that's my favourite season. I'm a Halloween girl, but I've never read like a Christmassy book or a winter book in winter. Like I never really plan my reads out. For December I just read whatever I want. Usually I get into a slump because it's the end of the year and I'm like stressed about all the books I have to finish before the end of the year, so I just end up reading nothing. That's usually how it goes. But this year I wanted to read some Christmassy books, and it all got inspired because I bought Spectacular by Stephanie Garber, which is the Christmas novella within the Caraval series, and I wanted to read this and I was like, oh my god, I want to read this in a video. And then I was like, why not read loads of other Christmassy books within the video? So we're obviously going to read this one. I have a few other options. I have so many options that I'm not going to go through them. I'm just going to tell you my immediate reading plans and we can see what we end up actually getting around to. But today I also started the audiobook for The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I think that's what it's called. It's a Christmassy romance mystery kind of book and everyone has been raving about it. Everyone's been saying it's really good, and I wasn't going to pick it up, but then I thought it would be nice to have an audiobook, like a Christmassy audiobook to listen to while I'm wrapping presents. I have a Christmassy puzzle that we're going to do together, so I thought I would get the audiobook of that one, and I've been listening to it. I listened to about 4 chapters this morning while doing my hair, which is already starting to fall out, but it's fine. Yeah, I listened to a few chapters when doing that and I'm really enjoying it so far, so I'm excited to continue that one with you guys. And then in terms of the rest of today and my reading plans immediately, I will be starting Love Like Farms today on my Kindle. You will notice every single book apart from Spectacular is on my Kindle. I didn't want to buy these books, so I got them all from Kindle Unlimited or Audible. But yeah, we're going to be starting Love Like Farms by B.K. Borison. This is meant to be really good. Everyone loves B.K. Borison's romances. This is a Christmas romance, by the way. I believe she owns a Christmas tree farm, and there's like an influencer coming to see the farm or something, and she told them that she has a boyfriend, so I think there's some fake dating with our male main character, and that's kind of all I know about this one. But I am really excited to pick it up, and I think it's just going to be a fun time. And yeah, it's meant to be really good, and I've heard it's not like cringy, you know. It's meant to just be like an all-round good romance. So we're going to be starting this one today. As always, I am working, so I'm going to be starting this one on the way to work, in my lunch break, and on the way home. But hopefully we can make decent progress. It's around, I think, 300 pages-ish, so it shouldn't take us too long to get through it. And then I have a couple of days off, so we can listen to the audiobook, do some puzzles, we can wrap some presents together, watch some Christmas movies, maybe even go to a Christmas market at some point throughout the vlog. All of those festive things. I want this to be a really fun and festive video. Thursday and we are back for our first update of the vlog. It's actually just the next day, you know, it's the next day. I've been reading. I have been reading Love Like Farms. Oh, I just moved the whole table. Yes, I've been reading Love Like Farms and I am 27% of the way through. So I've read quite a bit, I feel like, considering how long it's been. But I'm enjoying it. It's friends to lovers, which I feel like is an unpopular opinion. I really like it. I love friends to lovers. I love them already having that foundation and that relationship and trust within one another. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. So I've been enjoying this. Kind of what's happening basically in this book is our main character, don't remember her name, he calls her Lala. I don't actually remember her name, but she owns a Christmas tree farm. And basically she entered this like social media influencers competition thing. I'm assuming it's to like win some money or something. But basically she's gotten so far in this competition and now the influencer is gonna come and visit the farm to like have a look around, promote it on her social media. That's actually, no, I don't think it's to win money. I think it's just to promote it on her social media, which is basically just like free advertisement to millions of people. But the only issue is in her like little story thing, our main character said that she ran the farm with her boyfriend. She doesn't have a boyfriend, so she asks her best friend Luca to basically be her fake boyfriend for when this social media influencer comes into town and visits the Christmas tree farm. So that's kind of where we're at. They've started their fake dating escapades and they're basically just trying to convince people of the authenticity of the relationship, basically. And it's really, really fun. We also have some complex issues within our main character's home life, like her family. There is maybe some trigger warnings that people should read, I feel like. Just in case you know you get triggered by certain things. Hello, Winifred. Yeah. We're gonna do the rest of the update with Winifred right there. Yeah, there may be some trigger warnings that people want to look into in terms of family issues and things like that. Trigger warnings for death, maybe alcohol abuse potentially. Not too sure on that one yet, but I'm really enjoying it. I like Luca as a like love interest, as the best friend. I like him. He's fun. I think our female main character, honestly, hold on, let me look up what she's called because I don't remember. I literally don't remember. Hold on everyone. Bear with me. Stella. That's her name. So, yeah, Stella is quite like a real character, I feel like, but maybe she's a little bit too like, I don't want to ask people to do things for me, you know? Like, I feel like that might become interesting. I feel like there may be a lack of communication at the end on her part. I feel like Luca's going to be very upfront and honest about what he wants, but I feel like she may struggle with that somewhat. We'll see how that goes. That's where I'm at with Love Like Farms. Really enjoying it. Hoping to finish it up in the next couple of days. However, me and Leon have a party to go to tonight. Party, dinner thing. It's his cousin's 16th birthday, so it's like a family dinner thing going on. So I want to curl my hair for it with my shark. So I'm gonna do that and listen to The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year while I'm doing that. And then I also have some Christmas presents I need to wrap. I say Christmas presents, just one really. I'm exchanging presents with my friend tomorrow and I bought him some Ralph Lauren socks because he loves Ralph Lauren and this is the only thing I can afford from that. So we got him some socks, but he'll like them. I've seen him buy multiple packs of Ralph Lauren socks. Don't worry guys, it's not a shit present. He likes the Ralph Lauren socks, okay? Winifred, you're in the way. But anyway, yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna listen to The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year while I do my hair and... everyone. It is now Sunday and we are back for some updates. I actually forgot to do something. Hold on. So, yesterday while I was at work, I actually managed to finish, hold on. What the hell? It's not giving me the cover. Okay, well that was a waste of time. Yesterday at work, I finished Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. I was expecting it to finish, what? I was expecting to finish it yesterday. No, why can't I talk? I was expecting to finish it yesterday, however, I was not expecting to finish it when I did. So at work, I have my journey there, I have 2 breaks at work, and then I have my journey home. I was expecting to finish it on my journey home. I actually finished it during my first break because there was a bonus chapter. So the book ended and it still had, it said, oh my god, I can't fucking talk. It said I still had like half an hour left in the book, but that was because it was a bonus chapter. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I didn't want to read the bonus chapter. I liked it, but I was, the book had finished. I was done with it at that point. So we did finish it. I think I'm settling on a 3.75 star. I really enjoyed it, but I also just think it wasn't anything special. It was slightly insta-lovey. Like, how insta-lovey can you be when it's best friends to lovers? I don't know, because you've already got that, like emotional foundation, so there's less of that work to be put in. But there was that. And then also kind of the plot of the book was about this social media influencer coming to the farm, right? Because our main character is in a competition to win some money to help the farm because they're in a little bit of a financial pickle. And this chick didn't show up until 65% of the way through the book. And then in that last, 35%? 45%? 35%? She was hardly mentioned. Like, it really wasn't actually that big of a, section of the book. I don't know how to explain it. It was weird. But it also kind of felt like a Christmas movie in that sense. Like, when you're watching a movie about Santa, and the whole movie is the build-up to Christmas Day, obviously. Like, Christmas Eve, Christmas night, Christmas Day. And then that portion of the movie is the last 10 minutes. That's kind of what this book felt like, but with this social media influencer. Like, it was building up to this, but it was only such a small portion. It literally felt like a Christmas movie, which was kind of apt because, this is the wrong cover, because it is a Christmas book. It was a Christmas tree farm, so I didn't hate it. It was fine, but I feel like if it wasn't a Christmas book, maybe I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. I don't know, but I'm choking on air. But I did still really enjoy it. I will look into the other books because I believe there's an interconnected standalone series that Love Light Farms was a part of, so I'm going to look into those. But like I said earlier in the vlog, she also has a book coming out next year, which I will probably pick up if it's on KU. But that's where we were at with Love Light Farms. Very happy to have read it, my first ever Christmas romance, so that's fun. But today, this seems crazy, I'm aware. Today my plan is to get through 3 books. Listen, they're all novellas or short stories. Let me talk to you about them. The first one is Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. This is 75 pages. It's as novellary as novellas come. It's short, My Kindle's saying an hour and a half. I could probably do it in 50 minutes. That's my plan, just to get this one out of the way. I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it's just going to be your standard Ali Hazelwood romance, but in Christmas time. And sure, I haven't read, there's that bind up of Ali Hazelwood novellas. I haven't read that, so I've never read an Ali Hazelwood novella, but I've read all but one of her full-length novels, and I know I enjoy her writing, so I think I'm going to have a fun time with this one. And then, of course, honestly, what this whole video is about, what I've been most excited for, is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. We're going to be reading this today, guys, and I'm so excited because just the illustrations in this book are absolutely stunning. I mean, look at the map. The red, white, and black theme is so Christmassy. I'm so obsessed, and I think this is just going to be a really fun time today. And obviously, I think it's just like the Caraval World's version of Christmas that we're spending with the characters. Like, look at this. Oh. But yeah, some of the pages are this, like just these words. So I think this is going to be very quick to get through. I imagine it will take me around an hour, because even pages that are full of words, like the words are big. So. But like, look at it. I'm probably going to feature a lot of clips of my favourite pieces of art in this book because it is genuinely stunning. I'm obsessed. So this is what I'm most excited for today. And then, I don't remember if I've mentioned it, but Katie's book club pick is, what's it called? The Raven and the Reindeer, which is based off of The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, I believe. I don't know why the Christian's not in here. But I bought this like collection of fairy tales by Hans Christian Andersen, and we are going to be reading The Snow Queen. My apologies. We're going to be reading The Snow Queen today. It's very short, I believe. Here it is, and look, it's got these little illustrations in it, which will be fun. It's not like a full illustrated one, obviously, but it has some illustrations in there, which I think will be fun. And yeah, look, it's this. Of this whole book is this little section. So that's why I kind of wanted to do all three of these today. Just have a really fun Christmassy reading day and read all three of these novellas. And yeah, just have the most amazing Christmassy time. I'm also going to be wrapping some more Christmas presents today, I think. I'm going to wrap my mum's. So we'll probably listen to the audiobook while we do that. everyone. So I'm finally back to end the vlog. Once again, it's been about a week. But no, it's Saturday. I think just under a week. But I have finished all of the reading I wanted to do for this video, so I thought we could come back and just wrap it up together. So, we're all packed, ready to leave to go home for Christmas. So I'm just going to be putting pictures of the Kindle books because my Kindle's in my bag. I don't want to get it out. All the books we read on Kindle, I'm going to put a picture as well as my rating and maybe the name of the book. I don't know. But the first book we read in this vlog was Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. I did really enjoy this one. I don't think it was anything crazy or special per se. It was my first ever Christmassy book I've ever read, so I feel like it will always have a special place in my heart just because of that alone. But yeah, there wasn't anything too crazy to it, to be honest. It wasn't like the most Christmassy thing in the world. She did own a Christmas tree farm, but actually all of it took place kind of in between Halloween and Thanksgiving, so we weren't even really in December within the book. So it wasn't like the most festive thing I could have possibly read, but I did really enjoy it. I know it's a part of an interconnected standalone series, so I will probably end up reading the rest of the series as well, because it was fun, but it wasn't anything too crazy. And yeah, like I said earlier on in the video, it did feel like a Hallmark, you know, sort of like Santa film, where the build-up is the whole thing, and then Christmas Day is like the last 20 minutes. That's what it felt like with the influencer. You know, she was only there for like the last 25% of the book, really. But regardless, I did enjoy it. And then I really haven't spoken to you guys actually since I read the rest of the books, which is actually crazy, like my bad. We then read Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. I didn't rate this one because it was literally a 75-page novella. I didn't feel like I had enough to go off of to give an accurate rating. I do think it could have worked really well as a longer novel. I am a little bit sad that it wasn't a full-length Ali Hazelwood book because yeah, I think it would have done well. But we're basically following these two characters and they've known each other since they were babies. Our female main character, whose name I can't remember, is a little bit older, and we literally have a flashback of her holding the guy, male main character, like as a baby, like they grew up together. And the guy has always, like since he was about 15, had a crush on her and really liked her. But there was a little bit of conflict in their past that we slowly learn about. And basically the actual setting of this book, it's the day before Christmas. She's gone to get a pan from his house because they don't live far away, but it's a snowstorm. So she has to stay the night because it's too dangerous, basically. And yeah, it was really fun. I do feel like it could have worked as a full-length Christmas novel, but nonetheless, I think it still worked as the short novella, and it was fun. Then we read Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. Oh, by the way, I gave Love Light Farms a 3.75, I think. And then, yeah, Spectacular, we read, this is basically just a Teller and Legend story. There's brief appearances from Scarlett and Julian, but there is no Jax, which is understandable, nonetheless a little bit sad, but it was really fun. There wasn't really much to it, to be honest. It's basically kind of just, it felt like a very mini, very condensed Caraval type thing. Like it kind of reminded me of the second book specifically, and Teller's just kind of going on a journey throughout the book, and it's Christmassy and the illustrations are absolutely stunning, and I did give it 4 stars because I just really enjoyed it. To be honest, it was fun, and I just love being back in this world so much so that I think it's going to prompt me to do a full reread of both series, Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart, because it was just super fun. And then finally, last book, the final book we ended up finishing, which I did speak about earlier on in the vlog because I was kind of reading it throughout, was The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year on audio. Sorry, Leon's walking around trying to get things ready. But yes, I finished this one up like the day after I read the other two, and it was phenomenal. Honestly, I really really enjoyed it, and I think it might have been my favourite of the vlog. Yeah, so I think I said before, but this was just like a Christmassy murder mystery. 2 authors are invited to a mystery fan's house to spend Christmas with them, and while we're there, there's a murder, and Winifred is eating in the background, and they kind of have to discover what happened, and it's a whole journey, and you know, you're getting all the clues. Because we were in this big estate house as well, it kind of felt like Cluedo a little bit. If you're, I don't know if they play that in other countries, Cluedo. Do they play that in like America and stuff? I don't know. It feels very British to me, Cluedo. It's an American game.
I don't know. It sounds American.
Okay, well,
The way
Cluedo.
you say it sounds American.
Cluedo.
You sound American when you're saying it.
Really?
Yeah. You're like
Cluedo.
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 Sound Aussie, actually.
Cluedo. Anyway, kind of felt like Cluedo. And it was just really fun. And I kind of wish it was like a series. It was honestly my favourite book in the video. However, and if I'm wrong, I will feel bad, but I feel like I can 110% tell that the author was American, because the butler called everyone Mom.
Birmingham, England.
No, they were like posh.
That's where it was made.
Mom.
Cluedo.
Oh, Cluedo.
Where do you want that?
Oh, so it is English?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you guys don't know Cluedo if you're American or whatever. Wherever. Oh my god, I'm trying to finish up the video. Put it in your bag, in your front pocket of your bag. Yeah, the author was definitely American. The butler called everyone Mom. You know, the only time I have ever heard anyone called Mom is people saying it to the Queen. So I feel like it's not really, you know. Oh my god. It's not really something we say. There was a few other things as well that just didn't feel authentically British. And it was kind of like, oh, you know, took me out of it a bit as a Brit. I was like, oh, that's not really accurate. But the main one was Mom. I was like, we don't really say that. Don't say that. But that was the last book we read for the video. I did start Snow Queen, didn't finish it. It was really hard to get through, not gonna lie. I will finish it before December ends, hopefully, but I didn't finish it for this video, but that's fine. We read 4 amazing books. They were all so fun. I loved my first experiences with all of these Christmas books, and yeah, I'll read more next year, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please give it a like and subscribe and all those things. Leon's putting me off. Like and subscribe and do all of those things, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!